what is coming up for us right now. Let's notice where we're at. Let's just notice what we're bringing into the day. And let's acknowledge that it's here with us. And that's okay. And as you're ready, let's slowly flutter open the eyes. And we're going to start with some gentle movement today, mostly focusing on joints today, and then letting the muscles move around those joints as we move them. So we're going to start in the neck. There's a bunch there. We're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder, and then chin to chest. We'll take the left ear to the left shoulder, chin to chest. Let's gently start rolling out the spine, the top of it. And we're going to add the rest of that core. So coming back up, tall spine, hands come to knees, and we're going to begin to round forward a little bit as we exhale. On an inhale, we're going to begin to lift and sit up tall in that chair, maybe even lifting the chest a little bit. Exhale, pulling the belly in, we begin to round forward. Inhale, lifting tall. Letting the rest of the spine now begin to move and flex and do whatever it needs to do. Creating some space between those discs, some movement. Let's come back to seated. We're going to bring the fingertips to the shoulders and make some shoulder circles. So one way, we take it the other. To release that, we're going to interlace the fingertips, and we're going to make some figure eights with the wrists. Now let's make it really tricky. Can you do that backwards? Feels a little uncomfortable. Release the fingertips. Let's take one wrist and maybe gently give it a little pressure back, pulling on those little fingers. We're trying to get some stretch in that forearm. Let's take it to the other hand. Let's bring those hands together, kind of in a prayer hand position. And we're going to press the bottoms of the hands in together, adding a little pressure. So both hands pressing into each other. And then maybe play with gently starting to rotate those fingertips out. And then stop when it gets, before it gets uncomfortable. We want to stretch, but we don't want to hurt. Let's release the hands. So sitting up tall in the chair, maybe a little bit away from the back of the chair, we're going to take the right arm and we're going to reach it up and over, getting a little lateral stretch. Let's come back up. I'll take it the other way. Lift back up. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh. We're gonna give gravity a few seconds here, just to allow gravity to pull down on this leg. You're welcome to stay here. If we're feeling good, we sit up tall, we're gonna tilt forward at the hips. We're gonna keep that long spine, that's gonna move with us as we tilt forward. Take a couple breaths into that right hip. Let's come back up. We're going to switch sides, crossing the right ankle. Left ankle comes over right thigh. Sit up tall. Give that gravity a couple seconds on the left hip. And then either staying here or tilting forward at those hips. Let's come back up. We're going to uncross that ankle. We're going to take the feet out in front of us. And we're going to lift one foot, securing ourselves to the chair. I'm going to gently point and flex that foot that you have lifted. And then allowing that toe to point up towards the ceiling, we're going to draw little circles on the ceiling, and they'll slowly get bigger as we roll out that ankle. I'm going to take that the other way. We can release that foot. We're going to switch sides. Foot points and flexes. Then toe points towards the ceiling and begin to make little circles. Get bigger as we go. Might be a little crackling here. Let's take it the other way. To release the foot back to the mat, back to the floor. And then sitting on the chairs that are comfortable but away from the seat, we're going to finish with a twist. So we're going to sit up tall, hips are going to remain solid on the ground. And as we exhale, let's twist to the right, using the spine, a twist. Unwind, come back to center. We're going to take it the other way. Exhale, let's unwind, we'll turn to center. And then reclosing those eyes. Let's tune back into the breath and where we're at now. We're going to start to deepen that breath for a few rounds. Inhale, allowing the belly to relax and expand. And pressing it out. Getting some deep, slow belly breaths here. Let the ribs begin to expand on the inhale as well. Belly expands, ribs expand. Feel like you're breathing in 360 degrees. And finally, we're going to add in a lift in the chest. So belly begins to fill, ribs expand. We'll finish off with filling up in the chest as it lifts up towards the sky, lifting the heart. I want to finish today with a poem from young Pueblo. They asked her, "What is the key to saving the world?" She answered, You are the key. Heal yourself, know yourself, make yourself whole and free. Release all limits so that your love can flow unconditionally for yourself and the world. This will open the heaven of your heart and it will guide you without fail. Let's take 2 final breaths. This will be the deepest that we've taken yet, with a release out the mouth, allowing it to expand, a release out the mouth. Take one more. Releasing out the mouth. And flutter open the eyes, returning to your Tuesday morning. Thank you all for joining me today. I love having you here. Namaste.